Hey, it's Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. I've got another episode of this household, or like I guess another current household update for y'all. We're here with Asa this morning. He does look a little bit different. He did get a bit of a makeover, just in that like he's sort of growing out his hair and growing out his facial hair right now. Just because it's getting to be, this is the first day of winter. So yeah, it's getting colder. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna be inside writing most of the time. I can't do as many outdoor things, unfortunately, with the weather the way it is. So he's just like, screw it, we'll grow out our facial hair. And anyway, like, this will be his only opportunity to do that for this season, because by spring, I haven't added it to the calendar yet because I don't think I can. Yeah, we're too far out, but this is the date that I have in mind for the wedding right here, the first Saturday in spring. Hopefully we'll have some flowers blooming and the weather will be more mild. I am going to kind of keep an eye on it weather-wise, and if we have to move things around we can, but this is the date that I am aiming for. You'll also see that I added some, or like updated the calendar. So we've got Winterfest coming up next week. We did miss the fall holidays just because I was kind of playing through without them this time. But yeah. And you'll also notice that Nicole and Jocelyn are here. So they're actually moved in shortly after I started recording the last video. And so they've been here through the fall. Obviously I played through the fall as well because we're now into winter, which I think I just mentioned, but you know. Yeah, so that's been going super well. They've been getting along really well. I think Asa's really thrilled that they're here, and I think it's been good for him too. They've settled into a really nice routine between, you know, Jocelyn going to school and Nicole going to work, and then he's obviously working from home every day. So he's been also writing like crazy as well, because we're up to like $3,500 or $3,600 in daily royalties if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's just been like writing his butt off. And he's also looking a little bit more fit these days. He's been working out inside, having to do like the strength, the workout, not the dance one, but the other one, just because it's been a little too chilly to go out running without him getting cold too quickly. So yeah, he hasn't been able to go running as much, and that's his like favorite, so I know that kind of sucks, but he is still getting his exercise in, which is good. I also wanted to mention, like, you'll see quite a few new items around from the girls moving in. I just actually had them bring their stuff, and then I just picked out what we would want to keep in the house and then what we would want to get rid of. So yeah, you'll just notice some new items around. We've got her activity table down here as well, some new things up on the mantle. It's just looking a lot more homey. Here's Jocelyn's finished room. She's actually been like drawing and using the activity table a lot, and one thing you'll see, so I felt like this looked like Asa to me, and like I'd imagine that's Jocelyn, and I thought that was really cute. So I had her gift this to Asa as like, I made this drawing of us, obviously, and I just thought that was really sweet. So yeah, like they've been getting along really well. I think the fact that they're both creative helps a lot with that. I think we're gonna start writing a new book, and we're gonna do mystery, because we haven't written a mystery in a while. Why are you mopping outside? We don't have to do that. Nature takes care of that. And our plants are starting to die again because of the changing seasons. Why don't you actually, because she is pretty active and likes to be outside, so you can like kind of play on your monkey bars there. But yeah, I'm gonna have Nicole just do some knitting. She's really into knitting lately, so why not? Typically she'll knit to unwind after work, and then she'll typically donate. What are you talking about? Can you just go here? You're not stuck. But yeah, typically she'll just knit for fun. She's not really trying to make any money with it. She actually usually donates what she makes. I was gonna have her do extra credit, but I think she already has. So why don't you do some drawing then? Actually, you can make some winter crafts since the season's changed. I'm trying to think of what else has happened. Really just Nicole and Jocelyn moved in and they kind of settled into a routine. Asa hasn't been going to book club as much. I think he's only had one book club meeting or attended one meeting since the girls moved in. And I think that's because Nicole is maybe a little bit insecure about the fact that he's going to hang out with a bunch of women. every week. I think it makes her a little bit nervous. I wouldn't necessarily say jealous. I think it just makes her feel a little bit like you're going out drinking with a group of women. It seems a little, yeah. And he's tried to assure her that like these women are all married and he's completely loyal to her, and it's just like they just have fun and they talk writing, and Nicole's not necessarily into talking about like his writing and like books in general all that much because she's not a bookworm the way that he is, so it's just nice to have those people that he can discuss these things with. I think that makes him happy. So she's been trying to be understanding, but he also knows that it makes her a little bit insecure, so he just hasn't been as active with his club. And I think to solve that, they're probably going to have the book club ladies over for dinner one night just so that they can like meet and maybe put Nicole's mind at ease as far as who these women, she can meet these women, she can get to know them, and she can understand that it's harmless fun. So I'm thinking that's what he's planning on doing. Maybe we'll do that this episode, maybe not. I am trying to take it a little easy with this save file because I was having so much trouble today. I've tried recording like 4 different times today, but my game kept crashing, so I narrowed it down that it does seem to just be the save file, so I just recovered an old save and went from there, which I think is fine, but yeah, it just makes me nervous that my game is going to crash at any point, so I don't really trust it. And well, yeah. I don't know if inviting a bunch of people over is going to cause an issue, because it seemed to be whenever we invited Gavin over the game would crash, so we'll see. I'm hoping I've fixed the problem, but yeah, I can't say for certain. But we're gonna go ahead and donate a few of these items, just because, like I said, it makes her feel good. She just likes doing stuff for you know, other people. She's donated some socks and hats and stuff to a local shelter as well, which I thought was great. And yeah, it's just kind of a way for her to unwind, and if she gets something out of it that she can then pass on to somebody else and like make somebody else happy, then I think that makes her happy. So, but I think Asa is probably going to take a break from his book for a moment and maybe get some gardening done, because we haven't done that yet. We need to check on our plants, and I think probably it might be time to like plant some new stuff, so we'll see. But he has actually skilled up a lot in gardening as well, so he can just use that little like gardening machine. Yeah, we're level 7, so it makes pretty quick work of everything. But yeah, I'm not sure. I might do another episode where we do the dinner party. I just haven't decided yet, so we'll see what happens. But I am actually going to see about starting our garden over. Alright, and we did get some winter seeds. We got some spinach and some holly, it looks like. He also has one more to open, so we'll see what's in there, but it'll probably be more of the same. But I am just going to have him go ahead and plant these for this season. And for whatever reason, everyone keeps coming out here trying to mop all the puddles out of the grass. And yeah, that's kind of weird, but whatever. But yeah, and I have been thinking a lot too, because once they get married, they'll probably want to have babies of their own, you know, together. So I think, and like really I thought about upgrading this house or like making it bigger, seeing what happens there, seeing what we could do as far as like the layout here, and just keep this house because they do really like this place. But the lot size really isn't that big. Like our backyard isn't that big. It only extends to like this, like just behind these planters here. So yeah, I just don't think it's gonna give us enough space, or the space that we need, without having to sacrifice like the backyard completely. So with that, I think that fits pretty perfectly as far as like the Cottage Living expansion coming out, because I'd probably just have them move into a bigger house like in Henford on Bagley, and I feel like, yeah, that's a good solution to the space problem. It gives Asa like his dream of being able to live in the country, which is obviously really exciting for him. The only issue is that, at least in my head, you know, she's a city girl. They moved from San Myshuno out here to the suburbs to live with Asa, which is like great. She wanted more space and everything, and obviously wanted to be with him. And since he had a house and they had an apartment, obviously like that made the most sense. So she was fine with that. But moving from the city to the suburbs is already like a big change, and so I don't know how excited she would be to move to the country then, almost immediately after they get married. So I'm thinking that might take a little bit of convincing on their part, or rather on Ace's part, and so I don't know for sure how that's really gonna go. I'm just hoping it won't be too much of a sticking point for them, but he's hoping that she'll at least be open-minded. They may have to have some, quite a few conversations about it just to like put her mind at ease. And yeah, so we'll really just see how that goes. I don't necessarily have plans for how quickly that would happen, but probably would line up with the release date of the new expansion pack pretty well, especially if I keep playing this family off camera the way that I have. We'd probably be right up to the wedding date pretty quickly. So yeah, like, I don't know if Nicole is going to be excited about that idea necessarily. I think Jocelyn would probably be more open to it, but she is a kid, so they can be a little bit more flexible. And I think like he's going to try to pose it as like, this is just a new adventure for all of us. And he envisions like having a decent amount of land and having chickens and cows maybe, and yeah, just like living a little bit more simply and focusing on his writing. And he's hoping that his family will be on board. So I think that's going to be something they're going to be talking about coming up, and obviously in anticipation of the new expansion pack. So I'm pretty excited about where this is going. And yeah, I mean, we'll see how seamlessly it fits, but I think that it'll go pretty well if he can convince his bride-to-be to want to embrace that lifestyle. And I think that's where it's going to be a little bit tricky, but I did want to have him, because it's not freezing at the moment, and I know we've only got so many days before it's going to be like freezing out and he won't be able to go fishing. I just figured since he's, nice and warm, that he'd probably enjoy it for today, just to kind of relax. I know it's been a pretty low-key Sunday. We haven't really done a whole lot. And I actually had recorded or tried to record this entire episode already, and then I went to save the recording and realized that I never hit record in the first place. So yeah, that was disappointing. Today has been a little bit of a mess considering all the game crashes and figuring all of that out. And then yeah, it's been a day. The like half recordings before the game crashes, and then thinking I'm recording when I'm not. And yeah, it's been a bit of an uphill battle today, so I'm hoping that nothing else goes wrong with this recording. I'm sure, hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't like save it and then go and listen back and like audio's not there or something else stupid. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, pretty low-key episode. I really just wanted to provide an update on essentially what's going on with them, where they're at as far as like the wedding, because I know we got engaged and then didn't really talk about a firm wedding date. But yeah, like I've just been really enjoying this household, and I didn't really mean for it to turn into like an LP, but I guess it has kind of done that. Not necessarily my intention, but that's okay. I've just been having a lot of fun, and I am going to get back into the Family Dynamics Challenge. I did play that one a bit earlier today, just when I was checking to see if, all my, was it a game-wide issue, that the crashing issue, or was it just specific to this save file? So I did jump into my Family Dynamics family or household for a little while just to check on that save file. Thankfully, no issues there. And it did remind me of how fun that family is, and so I am looking forward to getting back into that. If not this week, then next week for sure. I'll have another video out from that series, so if that's one you're excited about, like, I haven't given up yet, so on that family, so we're good there. But yeah, I apologize if this video is incredibly short. I just, like I said, it's been such a struggle today to even get a recording out that I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead probably, but I just wanted to give a quick update of where I'm at, what I'm thinking, what's going on with these guys, and I'm hoping the issue with this save file is corrected so that I can continue having fun with this household. I can continue putting out content of them. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to go over today, so I think I am gonna go ahead and end it here. I do apologize if this is exceedingly short. Hopefully that won't necessarily be the case, and I know that not a lot happened, but just kind of wanted to chat really and go over where my brain is at as far as the storyline and all of that fun stuff. So but there is much more ahead. Probably in the next episode we'll have like a little get together with the book club so that Nicole can meet them. Maybe we'll have Gavin over as well, so there's another friendly face that she knows. So I don't know if I mentioned it too, but like her and Gavin have essentially become like best friends as well, so it's like the three of them are really close. They'll come over and hang out even when like Ace is not available, if he's working or whatever. And yeah, I think that's one other thing he tries to keep in mind, like, you're like kind of insecure about me hanging out with these women, but like you hang out with Gavin when I'm not around and like I trust you, so but I don't know if that's necessarily a helpful argument to make. It's just, yeah, just kind of funny. So I'm hoping that he can kind of put her mind at ease so that he can get back to being a regular member of the book club, because I know that's something that brings him a lot of joy. It's one of the ways he's able to like talk about his writing, and because Nicole she's not a bookworm, so she doesn't necessarily talk about that stuff with him a lot. So that's like his group of people, so I think that's why he likes that. But we're gonna go ahead and give Jocelyn a hug because she's gonna go to bed soon. I think she did get her homework done, but we'll have her, I think we haven't brushed teeth yet, so we'll do that and then head to bed. And then yeah, I think like that's probably where I'm gonna end it for now. Looks like Ace has got to use the bathroom, so we'll let him do that. But I think that is where I'm gonna end it for now. Like I said, if this is really short, sorry. If it's boring, sorry. Just wanted to give a quick update, let you know that, hey, they did move in. They brought a bunch of stuff with them. Like, we're settling in. We're like fully in family mode now. I just love this picture a lot too. But yeah, so I think that's gonna pretty much be it for the time being, and hopefully we'll have a lot more to go over the next time as well. But I'm gonna probably keep playing this family a lot off camera. I've just been really having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, if you like this video, please go ahead and give a like, you know, hit that like button. And if you want to see more, if you're you know, into this story or this household as much as I am, please go ahead and subscribe and you can keep up to date on this family. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see y'all on the next one.